Hello, hi, welcome. I am 3 months onto, as of a few days ago. I've been so busy with, well, I think my actual 3 months on tea was my last day at school, before A levels. So it was chaotic. So I haven't been able to record this. I managed to record the actual voice update on the same day, but 3 months on tea. Let's go. I genuinely can't believe that we're at the 3 months point already. It feels like it's gone so fast. I had to get a refill for my testosterone the other day, and my GP said nah. So I had to pay for another 3 months, but at least we have it. At least it's it. So I'm gonna do this video the same as I always do these videos, and we are gonna go in order of top to bottom of changes, with physical changes first, then emotional changes at the end. I can't remember if I put these disclaimers on these videos or not, but I should say that this is just my experience. Everybody's testosterone journey is different, so please don't use this as a video to compare your changes to mine, because every human being is different, so your changes will be different to mine most likely. But yes, with that out of the way, let's get started. So first change is my hair. I'm pretty sure I said this last month, but my hair texture has definitely changed. It's a lot more curly, especially just after it's been washed, and it also gets greasier. Slightly faster, or just in a slightly different way to what I'm used to. So yeah, but I love it, honestly. I love having my curls, because when my hair was longer, it was really curly, like really dense curls. Now you can especially see it at the back, the mullet. It is getting there, and it's getting a lot more curly, which was expected because my brother has quite short hair and his is a lot curlier than mine, but it also kind of the same texture. It's just testosterone. My face gets redder a lot faster, like any sort of physical activity. If it's hot or anything, my face gets redder so much faster. I'm hoping that's a temporary thing, so it is a little annoying, but yes. I haven't got any acne though, or like the occasional spot, which doesn't really irritate me, apart from the spots I've had since like the first month on my back, which are still annoying, but I figured out how to kind of get rid of them. So they come in waves now, rather than just being constant. My mustache hairs have definitely grown in and filled in more. My form teacher commented on it at school, which was quite funny. So yeah, there's definitely grown a little bit. No other facial hair though. Absolutely nothing. Apart from like this little bit under my lip, which is just peach fuzz. But yeah, that's that. That's quite cool. I've trimmed it a little bit because it was growing in really unevenly, but I have not shaved since starting testosterone. So this is the growth. Okay, the next part, the bit that you could probably have seen coming since this video started, the voice drop. I will roll the clips now, and I will talk about it afterwards. So enjoy.
Hi, I'm Caleb, and this is my voice pre-tea. Hi, I'm Caleb, and this is my voice 1 month on tea. Hi, I'm Caleb, and this is my voice 2 months on tea. Hi, I'm Caleb, and this is my voice 3 months on tea. Okay, so you guys could probably see, well, hear the noticeable difference there. To be fair, I was so tired that night. I watched that video back, so I was speaking really weirdly. I was exhausted. I think that was like a fourth or fifth take, because I just looked dead the entire time. I don't think it's that much better. And it's definitely dropped. It has dropped a noticeable amount to the fact that like people are commenting on it, the fact that it sounds different at school and things, which is nice. But my voice, my throat has been so dead. You can probably hear it now. Speaking is difficult for any like length of time without it just like crackling. My singing voice as well, I did some singing like choir wise, which I haven't done in like a year. This week, same difference. And my voice is in like a baritone range currently. So I voice trained a lot before being on testosterone for a few years. My especially my singing voice changed from that to like a tenor range, but without that kind of masculine tone. So now my voice is kind of, I think, like low end of tenor, kind of baritone range. But I have like 5 notes that I can hit without any issues, and the rest of them are just. But the high end of the tenor range, my voice just goes. It's just non-existent. So yeah, singing is more difficult. But I'm excited to learn a new singing range because it's what I've wanted. I singing became annoying because I didn't like my voice in the higher range. So I'm excited to see what it does, and also the tone being different. It's exciting. It's very exciting. Hunger's one I noticed in like the first month, but I feel like it has definitely died down since then. I've just got a larger appetite, and I think it's died down just because I'm eating more in a day to satisfy that larger appetite. So it feels like it's kind of settled down, but I do just occasionally get like waves of just, I'm so hungry, I need a snack. But yeah, hunger definitely. My shoulders, I feel like I've got a little bit broader. I don't really know, and I feel like I won't know until I take like proper comparison pictures, which I think will be at 6 months. But I feel like they have. Like I feel like I'm filling out like a t-shirt more, which is quite nice. Also got ever so slight muscle gain, just a little bit. Again, just kind of on that like filling out a t-shirt a little bit better. But it's probably not that noticeable, and I also haven't done anything to really gain muscle because of health issues, which there has been a lot of this past month. So probably hasn't changed very much. The weather's been a lot hotter recently, and I've just been so much sweatier. Yeah, it's bad. It's different to what it was like last year. That's for sure. The slightest bit of heat, I'm a sweaty mess. Next one. This one might be slightly TMI, but I feel like it's mentioned in like all of the testosterone updates at some point. The piss smell. Okay. I don't know what it is about testosterone and making your pee just smell so much stronger. I feel like that's part of the reason why men's bathrooms are so disgusting. Definitely not the full reason, but definitely contributes. But yeah, that is the weird side effects of testosterone. One of the main changes has been just hair. This is more just like everywhere rather than specifically moving down, but just more like body hair, especially my leg hair. In fact, I'm going to insert a picture. Kind of gross, but there you go. It has grown a lot, like on my lower legs. Very long leg hair, which, to be fair, my dad is quite a hairy guy, so that makes sense genetically. That is it for the physical changes. I've gone through this quite fast. I also accidentally stopped my recording in the middle of that at some point. So, I have no idea how long I've been going for. Yeah, I feel like decent changes. The voice drop being the main cool one. Things are steadily going. I'm quite happy with it. I feel like my testosterone changes have been quite fast. Compared to what I've seen online, people not really getting much in the first 3 months. So I feel like it's going well, which is nice. I'm excited for my 6 months to see kind of my levels and things with my clinic. It is weird that we don't do it beforehand. The general hormone clinic only does it at 6 months. So it feels like a long time to not really know kind of where my levels are. But I feel like they are in a good range because my changes are happening quite fast. So, emotional changes, honestly, kind of same as the other ones, more intense. But I feel like my emotions have been more stable this month. That being said, there's been a lot happening towards the trans community this past month, which has been absolutely awful, and it's devastating. And my heart goes out to all those of you watching who are in the trans community as well, having to see just
the absolute shit that's coming out of the British government and all around the world currently. It's very difficult to deal with, especially if you haven't been through your like medical transition yet, if that's what you want. But just in general, it's like, why? It doesn't make any sense. But when does transphobia ever make sense? But yeah, apart from that, I feel like my emotions have been like less like stable, but more like I'm getting used to dealing with it a little bit more than I was at the start, which is good. I also feel like I've been a lot more confident speaking to people, just kind of general chit chat, making friends and things in the past month. Probably because of the voice drop. Definitely because of the voice drop. But yeah, that confidence and just generally kind of feeling happier in my own body, which I feel like I say every single month, and I will probably continue to say it. Proof that medical transition does actually help and is the way to go for trans people. But yeah, those are the changes I've had in this past month. I also want to say in advance, well, it might not be advance, I have no idea when this is going up. Happy Trans History Week in advance. I'm hoping to get a video out for it, but I don't know what yet. I'm on study leave, so I don't know if I'm going to have time to write a video essay like I did last year, but I'll have that video linked at the end of this if you guys want to see what I made last year for Trans History Week, because it was a very good video on trans healthcare. So I recommend watching that. But if you guys have any suggestions for things I can talk about that are maybe slightly easier to research, or just kind of a topic that you want me just to yap about, let me know in the comments and I will do that for Trans History Week. Thank you all for watching. I will see you at some point soon. Bye.